Welcome to Bethlehem Institute of Engineering. Bethlehem Institute of Engineering is affiliated to Anna University, Chennai and approved by AICTE, New Delhi. This institution was established in the year 2008.
Good morning all. So today we are going to study about theory of amplitude modulation. Listen, theory of amplitude modulation. So last class we have seen about types of analog modulation. Analog modulation types. So there are three types. They are amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. Amplitude modulation, frequency modulation and phase modulation. So now we are going to study about the first type, amplitude modulation, theory of amplitude modulation. So before that, again we are going to see about noise, what is noise, what is modulation, what is demodulation and what is communication. Already we have studied. Again I will give small explanation. So noise. So noise is defined as any undesirable electrical energy with random frequency and amplitude which tends to interfere with received signal. So noise is nothing, it's an undesirable electrical energy or unwanted electrical energy. Okay. So unwanted electrical energy or undesirable electrical energy. Okay, that is called noise. And so in this subject fully we will study about communication. So we have to know what is communication. Communication is the process of establishing connection between 2 points for information exchange. So it's a process of establishing connection or link. So establishing connection between 2 points or link between 2 points for information exchange. So link between 2 points for information exchange, that is called communication. Okay, so for communication already we have seen the block diagram of communication system and requirement for communication. There are three basic requirements for communication system. Already we have discussed. First one is transmitter, second one is receiver, and the third one is channel. Transmitter is talker, receiver is listener, and the channel is nothing, transmission media. Okay, so this and all already we have discussed. And modulation also we have seen. Modulation is the process of by which some characteristics like amplitude, frequency or phase of a high frequency carrier signal is varied in accordance with the instantaneous value of the another signal called modulating or message signal. Okay. So demodulation. Demodulation is the process of separating message signal from the modulated carrier signal. Okay, so demodulation is separating the message signal from modulated carrier signal. Okay, and now we are going to start our today's topic, theory of amplitude modulation. Theory of amplitude modulation. Already I told there are three types of modulation. What are the three types? Amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. Amplitude modulation AM, frequency modulation FM, and phase modulation PM. Okay, okay. Now, principles of amplitude modulation. Principles of amplitude modulation. Amplitude modulation is a process of changing the amplitude of the carrier wave in proportion to the instantaneous amplitude of the modulating message signal or modulating signal. So, amplitude modulation is a process of changing the amplitude of the carrier wave. So, amplitude modulation in the sense amplitude of the carrier wave will be changing. Okay, if it is a frequency modulation, frequency of the carrier wave will be changing. Okay, or a phase modulation in the sense phase of the carrier wave will be changing. Okay, okay. So look at the small block diagram. AM voltage distribution. AM is nothing, amplitude modulation voltage distribution. Look at the block, AM modulator. AM modulator. So from one side information or message is given, that is denoted as VM of T. This information or a message signal is called baseband or modulating signal. And from another one side, carrier wave. Carrier wave is nothing, high frequency wave. High frequency wave. High frequency wave is called a carrier wave. So there's a message signal and carrier signal are adding in AM modulator, and the output we are getting the output as AM modulated signal. That signal also high frequency signal, VAM of T. Look at the graph, look at the figure. Time domain representation of AM wave, voltage vs time. Voltage vs time. So look at the first wave, modulating signal or information or message signal. That is a sinusoidal wave, and its frequency is little low frequency wave. Okay, that is the first input, and the second input, carrier wave VC of T. Carrier wave it is also a sinusoidal wave, and its frequency is high frequency carrier wave. Okay, and adding this two inputs, we will get the output AM modulated wave. Okay, AM modulated wave output. Okay, so AM modulated wave output. That is we will denote it as VAM of T. Okay, okay. So next, let modulating signal VM of T is represented as, so modulating signal first input. So there are two inputs. They are VM of T and VC of T. So let modulating signal VM of T, first input signal VM of T is equal to EM cos omega MT, equation number 1. It's a general form, general equation. Okay, so in this notes, Vm is equal to Em cos omega mt, equation number 1, but the actual equation is Vm of t. In left hand side, Vm of t will come. Okay, so change it. Vm of t is equal to Em cos omega mt, equation number 1. And carrier wave Vc of t is represented as Vc of t is equal to Ec cos 2 pi fct plus theta c, equation number 2. So Vc of t, carrier wave, second input we are giving in the modulator. So second wave Vc of t is equal to Ec cos 2 pi fct plus theta c, equation number 2. Where Em, in first equation, Em maximum amplitude of modulating signal. Maximum amplitude of modulating signal, Em, and Ec maximum amplitude of carrier signal, Ec. Okay, so modulating signal Em modulating signal, and Ec maximum amplitude of carrier signal. So that's why Ec, C carrier signal, and Wc is equal to 2 pi fc, and Wm is equal to 2 pi fm. So angular carrier frequency, 2 pi fc angular carrier frequency, and 2 pi fm Wm, that is angular modulating frequency. Okay, and theta c, initial phase of the carrier. So initial phase of the carrier, theta c. Okay, for simplicity here initial phase of the carrier is neglected. So initial phase of the carrier, theta c will be neglected. So our second equation we will get it as C of t is equal to E cos omega ct. The theta c was neglected. Equation number 3, Vc of t is equal to Ec cos omega ct. And when carrier wave undergo AM modulation, then AM modulation when carrier wave undergo AM modulation, then AM modulated signal Vam of t can be described as, so Vam of t can be described as, so Vam of t is equal to Ec plus Vm of t into cos omega ct. So Vam of t is equal to, look at the equation number 4, Ec plus Vm of t into cos omega ct. So next we have to substitute equation number 1 in equation number 4. We know the equation number 1, first equation, Vm of t is equal to Em cos omega mt. So we have to substitute this Vm of t value in equation number 4. So we will get Vam of t is equal to Ec plus, for Vm of t we have to substitute Em of cos omega mt into cos omega ct. Okay, so next we have to multiply this cos omega ct with Ec plus Em of cos omega mt. So we will get Ec cos omega ct plus Em cos omega mt into cos omega ct. Look at this equation. First term Ec cos omega ct, just leave it, Second equation, Em cos omega mt into cos omega ct. In this equation is looking like cos A cos B form. Am I right? So cos A cos B form. So already we have studied cos A cos B formula from first year itself. We are studying from schooling itself. We are studying cos A cos B. So cos A cos B is equal to 1 by 2 cos A plus B plus 1 by 2 cos A minus B. Okay. So we have to use this formula in our previous equation. Okay. So VAM of t is equal to EC cos omega ct plus for EM cos omega mt cos omega ct. We have to substitute this formula, then we will get Em by 2 cos omega c plus omega mt plus Em by 2 cos omega c minus omega m into t. Note it as equation number 5. Okay. The output waveform, this is the output waveform VAM of t. This is the final output waveform VAM of t. The output waveform contains all the frequencies that make up the AM signal, and it is used to transport the information through the system. Therefore, the shape of the modulated wave is called the AM envelope. Okay. So look at the equation number 5. From the equation number 5, the first term represent unmodulated carrier wave. Look at the equation number 5. First term EC cos omega ct. EC cos omega ct. Compare with the equation number 3. Both are same, no? EC cos omega ct. So the third equation is unmodulated carrier wave. Okay. So in our fifth equation, the first term represents unmodulated carrier wave. Okay. And also it has two sideband frequencies. So the second and third term, two sideband frequencies. They are FLSB and FUSB. FLSB is nothing, lower sideband frequency, and USB is upper sideband frequency. So FLSB lower sideband frequency, FC minus FM, and FUSB upper sideband frequency, FC plus FM. Okay. Now equation number 5 re-expressed. Equation number 5 re-expressed as VAM of t is equal to EC cos, for omega ct we are substituting 2 pi fct. Okay. For omega ct, for omega c we are substituting 2 pi fc, and for omega okay, so for omega c we are substituting 2 pi fc. So EC cos 2 pi fct plus Em by 2 into cos 2 pi fc plus fmt plus Em by 2 into cos 2 pi fc minus fmt. Okay. Okay. Just we are replacing omega c as 2 pi fc and omega m as 2 pi fm. Okay. Okay. Where fm modulating signal frequency and fc carrier frequency. Okay. So A modulated signal contains full carrier and two sidebands. So full carrier unmodulated carrier wave and two sidebands. Hence it is also called as double sideband full carrier system. Double sideband full carrier system. Double sideband full carrier system. Okay, DSBFC, double sideband full carrier. Okay, so next, modulation index. Modulation index M, or coefficient of modulation or depth of modulation. Modulation index, coefficient of modulation, depth of modulation M. It is defined as ratio of maximum amplitude of modulation signal to maximum amplitude of carrier signal. So ratio between amplitude of modulated signal to carrier signal, modulated signal to carrier signal. So M is equal to EM divided by EC. Modulated signal EM and carrier signal EC. So maximum amplitude of modulated signal divided by maximum amplitude of carrier signal. So M is equal to EM divided by EC. Therefore, the AM modulated wave VAM of t can be represented in terms of M. So, from previous equation, M is equal to EM divided by EC, we will get EM is equal to M into EC. Okay, EM is equal to M into EC. We have to substitute this EM is equal to M EC value in equation number 6. Okay, so if we substitute, we will get VAM of t is equal to EC cos 2 pi FCT plus EM by 2. For EM by 2, we have to write M EC by 2, because for EM here we are substituting M EC. Okay. So M EC divided by 2 into cos 2 pi FC plus FM into T plus M EC divided by 2 into cos 2 pi FC minus FM into T. So solving this, we will get VAM of t is equal to EC cos 2 pi FCT plus, so MEC divided by 2 is common for second and third term. So we can take it out. So MEC divided by 2 into cos 2 pi FC plus FM into T plus cos 2 pi FC minus FM into T. Okay. This is the equation. So next, look at the graph. Frequency domain representation of AM modulated wave. So now we are having the AM modulated wave expression. Now we are going to see about frequency domain representation of AM modulated wave. AM modulated wave representation. Amplitude vs frequency. Y axis we are taking as amplitude, and x axis we are taking as frequency. Okay. So first we have to note the carrier first term, first equation. In our equation, first term carrier, and carrier EC, frequency of carrier is FC, and in left hand side FLSB is nothing sideband frequency, lower sideband frequency. Frequency of a lower sideband is Fc minus Fm, and frequency of USB upper sideband is Fc plus Fm. Okay, that's all. So now bandwidth. Bandwidth is calculated by taking the difference between highest upper sideband frequencies and lowest sideband frequencies. So difference between upper sideband frequency and lower sideband frequency. Okay, so BW, bandwidth, is equal to F USB minus F LSB. So we know the value of F USB, upper sideband frequency, Fc plus Fm, and lower sideband frequency Fc minus Fm. So Fc plus Fm minus Fc minus Fm. So Fc plus Fm minus Fc plus Fm. So plus Fc minus Fc cancelled, and we will get 2 Fm. So bandwidth BW is equal to 2 Fm. Thus bandwidth of AM signal is twice of the maximum frequency of modulating signal. So bandwidth of AM signal is twice of the maximum frequency of the modulating signal. Maximum frequency of the modulating signal. So that's all. So next topic is AM power distribution. That and all we can see it on next class. So today we have seen about theory of amplitude modulation. Before saying this, I gave idea about modulation, demodulation, communication, and noise. In this theory of amplitude modulation, we have seen the principle of amplitude modulation, then time domain representation of AM wave, then bandwidth, modulation index. So next class we will study about AM power distribution, and two more modulations are there. In analog modulation types, already I told you there are three types: amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. So first one, amplitude modulation, we have seen now. So there two more modulations are there: frequency modulation and phase modulation. So today's class is over. Thank you students. Thank you all. Thank you.